everybody, welcome. This is Host. In this video, I'm going to be turning things around and I'm going to be showing you some creative ways in which you can apply what we already did in our previous video into different aspects. So you can see we did in our previous slides how to achieve a true material design effect in which we seamlessly transition from one place to the other. We also did it statically, in which we would change it via the slides themselves. This one, I'm going to be showing you an interesting way in which you can apply the same concepts. This was for a presentation that I ended up doing with a couple of my friends for a class that I freaking hated. It sucked bad. The professor was great, but the content of the class was garbage. Anyways, this was a presentation. One thing that I'd love to tell you is that even though you screw up with the content, if you deliver a great visual presentation, people are going to overlook at it, and at least it's going to make it interesting. So if you're not good yet at presenting stuff, you can definitely wing it by having some great things to show. In here, you can see at the left, it kind of looks like an application, like some sort of app. And in the left bar around here, we kind of signal that that's the menu that we're currently in. We're also doing the mechanics of the tab bar, which is translating from one place to the other. But instead of doing it horizontally, we're doing it vertically. See how we have also spoken about the maskings in previous videos, in which here we can see that we have cropped the image and applied some sort of blur layer on top and then add some text, which adds a beautiful way on displaying certain information. We press space, we see this effect that we kind of created. It looks kind of cool, in which the document gets scanned to the computer. Then you see this 3 dots over here, which change according to what we are actually moving. And take a look at this. In this one, I applied a fade in and fade out effect to signal how these things move. In reality, this is not a true material design perspective because we're breaking it into different slides, and Microsoft currently does not have a way to automatically advance the next slide when the animation is finished, which I would love for them to add that feature. But this one at least gives you the transition to move from one place to the other. In this one, this would be our traditional bullet point slide, but we just got rid of all the bullet points and created icons instead. Many of these icons, actually most of them, except for the gear, has been created in pure PowerPoint. Everything was done through pure and simple shapes. If you haven't seen the video, go and look for it. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below, and see how can you build those same icons using simple shapes in PowerPoint. You can see the transition effect, kind of fade everything out and then fade everything in with the new slides. Again, most of these icons were done in PowerPoint. The thunder was done in PowerPoint. The guy was not done in PowerPoint. It was looked over the internet. But we did recolor it in PowerPoint. For here, the scale was also done in PowerPoint. The product quality, the batch was also done in PowerPoint. Most important engineering metrics, the gear was not done. Everything you're seeing right now in here, it's done with pure PowerPoint. There's no plugin, nothing else. All done inside the software. Change it. Most important sub-assemblies. You can see a lot that this resembles material design. We added some shadows. I think those shadows, now that I'm looking at them, can be more subtle. But at least it does get crossover somewhat the effect. See how everything starts to transition? This slide, I love it. How you have the circles on and kind of blends on top and create this contrast with the background image. No, the leaf was not. None of these icons were done in PowerPoint except for the rectangle, which I just copied and pasted from another slide, and then recolored it from the background. What we learned. Oh, this slide is fantastic. I mean, the additional insights is one of the ones that I love. Take a look at this one. Kind of create some sort of scrolling effect. This is the parallax effect we were working. Well, not technically the parallax because the background is not working, but it works under the same mechanics that we were doing previously. And the additional, oh, I love this one. This is impressive. What we did was we got a video, we placed it on the background, we changed the color. I think we did it at the same time in PowerPoint, I can't remember very well. We placed the video on the background and we changed the tint to make it a little bit gray. And we did the same masking effect that I've been talking about in the previous videos. The video can become distracting, and it's up to you if you want to leave it looping indefinitely or loop a couple of times and then stop it. The video stops after we apply this effect, and we can see this image around here, well, a collage of images, potential trade-offs, again, some scrolling effect to make it more lively, and a single icon to make everything simple, faster setup time, and then the X, which kind of closes it. This one was the question slide, which is pretty pointless in my opinion. This is one of the PowerPoint slides that I was working on. These are some ideas. If you love this video, if you love what I'm doing, hit the like button, comment below on what are your next projects that you're going to be applying this for, and hit subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one.